Good morning, good people, and welcome to Be Gentle, It's Mental, where real life meets real conversation.
Where we don't sugarcoat it, because growth sometimes does not come from comfort.
And sometimes healing doesn't come from pressure.
So the question is, when life hits,
Do you need compassion?
or correction?
Let's hash it out. Because everybody's dealing with something.
But not everybody agrees on how to deal with it.
I'm taking the gentle approach.
And I'm bringing the tough love.
It's not a matter of either or.
But a blend of both. Be gentle.
It's mental. Thank you for joining us for Be Gentle, It's Mental.
Tough love versus soft support. Tough love versus soft support. No, I'm kidding. But that is the episode. Tough love versus, would you say happy-go-lucky? Easygoing?
Free-spirited.
Free-spirited?
Yeah.
One with thou.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Come on, let's get down to it. I'm tough love. My wife is soft on crime. You know, let kids get away with murder. Grandchild is growing up as a hooligan because 4-year-old hooligan, you know what I mean? She robs the refrigerator whenever she feels like it.
If she's hungry, she should be able to get
and
food.
Then she'll dangle her pillagings in front of me. Oh, Babu. You know, I'm like, hey, it's time for that child to get a spanking. What do you say to that?
No spankings. For what?
Why not?
Because you don't need to spank.
If you do it right, you only have to spank a child good one time. One good time.
How many spankings did you get?
Me?
Yeah. Exactly.
No.
That one-time theory don't work.
Hey, I was tough. That was tough. Hey, thank you, Father. Give me another. You know? I was a tough kid coming up.
I think that spankings just turn children into mean kids that start hitting other kids.
No, I didn't hit the other kids. You know, I didn't go that route. I think if a kid is already predestined to be a psychomaniac, menace to society.
We're not calling them psychomaniacs.
And all you doing is just opening up the can. You know what I mean? It's already, you know, predisposed.
No.
You know, I don't think a spanking turns a kid into someone who wants to beat somebody. It's not about that.
Okay.
In my case, hey, I knew I was in hot water. I knew I messed up. I already knew what was happening. Pops got off 2 o'clock in the morning, set my alarm for 1 o'clock in the morning. I could get ready, you know. How many spankings did you get as a child?
I don't think I got any spankings as a child.
There lies a problem, ladies and gentlemen.
I only needed to be talked to.
And then what happened?
I only needed to know that a spanking was possible.
Well, what kind of trouble did you get into?
None.
Okay. Well.
I knew of the spanking, but I didn't have any spankings. At least not from my mom.
Okay. So in life, what about life? Okay, everybody has their opinion about kids, and our kids they running ramshot all over this house. But everyone has their opinions. What do you think about workplace tough love versus soft support?
There's no place for that in the workplace.
Oh, that's where you put the foot down.
No, I mean, you can't. You just have to be professional in the workplace. It's not your place to have tough love.
Okay, but you have an employee that's consistently late.
Mm-hmm.
Real, very talented. You know, it's an asset to the company when that person is there. But, you know, do you go hard?
Yeah, you just have to follow the policy.
Which is?
Whatever the policy says. If you're late, it's, you know, you don't have a job or whatever. Get written up, whatever their policy is.
When do you write up? Do you write people up?
I mean, why is this about me? I'm sure that people in the workplace do have to give write-ups whether they want to or not, whether they're soft or hard on crime.
So your coworker doesn't come in late again, and you're like, oh, it's okay. I understand. We're just glad you're here. I would think that would be your approach, the way you handle the grandchild and everything.
One thing doesn't have anything to do with the other.
It kind of does.
It does.
You are who you are.
No.
Literally, the grandchild is jumping all around me on everything she's not supposed to jump on. What is grandma doing? Oh, such a beautiful child. She's such a
Look at how
beautiful
high she's jumping. She was only jumping half that height last week.
Well, I happened to give her a pop, one little pop, and it changed her whole life.
You popped her?
Now she's an upstanding citizen.
When did you give her one little pop?
Have you noticed how quiet it has been around the place lately? You know, look, we need to get into these
Why do we
topics.
need it to be quiet?
Okay. Anybody have a garage, shed, or any type of solitary structure that you want to rent out? Email the show. We got a tenant waiting for you. All right, well, let's break it down. I can tell you why I look at the world through tough eyes and tough love, because that's the way I was brought up. That's the way I was raised. You know? My dad didn't pull no punches. Survived. He threw me in the deep end. You got to swim. You know what I mean? Then I would join the military, which you'll hear me say this several times. You know, that was a turning point in my life. Worked for me. It'll work for everybody. So, how did you become so soft?
If it'll work for you, it'll work for everybody. No, because there's definitely some tragic stories of people that go in the military that don't make it out.
Such as?
I don't know. The movies show it all the time.
We're just talking about the approach. We're not getting into the details.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So like I said, that's how I became, you know, a tough love advocate. How'd you grow up? Or what turns you into being such a soft character?
I mean, I guess you think I'm a soft character, but
I've seen you in action. You're soft on crime.
okay.
You know, these kids should have been punished, beaten, and tossed out long ago. Are they still here?
They are punished. It's just not to your standards. They get things taken away.
Okay.
They lose
Just so you
privileges.
know, anybody here who's confused about this, timeout is not tough. Putting your kid in timeout is not a tough approach.
It's very hard.
You know, they're really just waiting it out. This will be about another 15 years,
No.
and I'll be back at it.
They don't like timeout.
How does it help?
That gives them a minute to get their thoughts together and think about what they did wrong.
How to do it better next time and not get caught.
Well, then that's good because it seems like they're great.
Okay, so let's say someone comes to you and they have a task to perform and they just crying and sniveling about how they can't do it and, oh, nobody's going to like me and all that. What do you do in that instance?
I would ask them, how can I support them so they can get it done? What do you need from me so I can help you get this done?
As opposed to, buck up, be a man, do what you got to do, tough it out, be strong. You don't say any of those.
It's the same thing.
Any of those words.
No, but it's the same thing. Like, you're giving them the tools to do it themselves, so you're giving them encouragement, and now they can do it on their own and stand alone while doing it.
You would never, ever coach a football team.
Why not?
You know what I mean? Not with that approach.
Why?
You know, God, I would think you would win a game, honey. You gotta, okay, where do you put the toughness and the fire into somebody?
You show them the
Yeah.
fire in themselves.
Not through those tears
What tears?
and that runny nose. I can't do it.
And I'd be like, you did it.
Bow!
You've
man.
done it before.
Yeah, man. Okay. So, workplace bullies.
Mm-hmm.
Soft or hard approach.
It's not about soft or hard.
The show is literally about soft and hard. What are you talking about?
No, you just have to be respectful and
To a bully.
and let them know the rules.
You
like,
even
this
soft with the bullies?
this is what is expected of you, and if you cannot stay within these parameters, then this is not the place for you.
How long we been married?
A long time.
It's amazing. They say opposites attract. We're night and day. Night and day on approaches, on discipline. No, honey, don't. ... You know what I mean? And I'm always, honey, Put a little more steam into it.
Okay, so the core pillars of soft support are going to be active listening and validation.
Active listening
Mm-hmm.
and validation.
Yes.
What does that do?
You're hearing the person, not just waiting for them to finish. And you're validating their concerns. That's number one.
Okay.
Encouragement.
Let me see. How would that work with soldiers? Hey, Airman Johnson. I know this is your second week in boot camp, and you're having kind of a hard time, and you've been crying for about 2 weeks now. But we validate you. We support you. You're going to make it through.
It's not about fixing the problem. You're just hearing them and validating them. Okay? You don't have to fix it.
So I mean, this is.
It's just validation. It's just saying, I know what you've been through.
So.
I know this is
people like
hard for
me
you.
that have no idea what you're talking about. Validate. When you say validate, I'm going to get my parking ticket validated so I get this free parking.
Right.
That's what
it's
validated
the same
is.
thing. Like,
How?
yes, you went and parked, and now they are saying, yes, you parked, and now you don't have to pay. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Okay.
you're just validating that something happened to someone.
Okay, so how does that make a soldier?
Well, I'm not trying to make a soldier.
You got to make a soldier.
No, I'm not trying to make a soldier.
What are you trying? What are you trying to do?
I'm just making sure they feel heard. That's all.
You want to make sure that the soldiers feel heard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They go through a lot.
Okay.
They've been through a lot.
All
They need to be heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tough. So Rambo is having a moment,
Mhm.
right? He don't want to talk to the tough love drill sergeant no more, master sergeant, whatever. Here you come,
Right.
talking to big shotgun carrying, AK, muscly, sweaty. You go ahead. Just tell me what the
Put
validation
those-
is.
Put those gun downs and sit down. I just want you to know that I know all the hard work you just put in out there, saving the world. We appreciate it. I see you.
Oh my God. You do this? This is real?
This is real.
I thought this would be an easy topic.
is real.
I'm like, this is Spanish.
All right. Encouragement is the next pillar.
Okay, I get encouragement.
Okay. You boost somebody's confidence, and now they're able to do it on their own. Okay. Okay. You get encouragement.
C. Johnson, see how you've been performing since I put my foot up your butt? Very good. Very good. Now you're on track.
No.
That's encouragement.
No.
No?
Something,
How's
something they did on their own, not something you did to cause the progress.
Okay, so he was lacking. I stepped in, literally. Now he's a beast.
No.
Okay. It's called the Joe Jackson effect. You know what I mean? Everybody talk about how Joe was terrible to the kids. But they the kings of pop. Michael Jackson was the standard in music.
At what cost?
Okay? What cause? What cause? We don't know. We don't know the behind it.
We literally know. He
Mike-
said.
Okay, first of all, anybody that's that talented is going to be a little crazy anyway.
I don't think.
All your talented people.
First of all,
your super
he
talented
wasn't
people.
crazy, so
Okay.
let's not use that
Well,
term.
nutsy, kind of kooky.
No, none of that stuff.
Cuckoo. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay. He did not display childhood trauma.
What?
That's what you're trying to say. Oh, moonwalking was a childhood trauma?
What do you mean he
is
didn't
a-
display child? He was very closed off to the world.
Because everybody wanted him. When everybody wants to be at you, you can't get a moment's peace. Yes, you do have to isolate. Prince isolated. You know, Luther Vandross isolated. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, Ned Wild. Willie
right.
Nelson. Okay, you know Willie Nelson, right?
I do.
He isolated.
Is he your cousin?
Okay, first, nobody's going to get that. Okay?
They're gonna want to
nobody's
know.
gonna get
They're
that.
gonna want to know.
Okay.
Hey, Willie.
So far, I am winning. I'm winning this topic. Okay. So.
Okay, the next pillar is guidance, not governance. Okay, you can guide somebody without.
You said like, I don't know what governance is.
That's you like forcing your way on somebody.
It's not forcing my way on somebody. It's bringing out what's already in them with the quickness.
Why does everything have to be quick?
Get there right now.
Why does it have to be quick?
Don't have time for the snibbling and the dribbling. Boom, boom, boom. Get to it. This is who you're supposed to be. This is who you are.
Why is it a race?
Living your purpose.
It's not a race.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Our days are numbered. It is a race.
It's not. That doesn't make it a race.
Our days are numbered. Won't be here long, y'all. Get it together. I got a scenario for you. Okay. A while ago, I went to a church. Since left the church, there was a guy that sang, and no one would tell him that he couldn't sing. Mm-hmm. So they just dealt with these terrible moments every Sunday when he was singing solo. It got to the point when they said he was singing a solo, I wouldn't go to church that day. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna, do the tough love thing in church. I figured God got that, but it went on so long, and then finally somebody in the congregation was talking, and the person overheard the person saying, "Man, I can't do it no more."
Was the
this
person
terrible
you?
Singing. Stop trying to digress, okay? All right. The bottom line is, once that person heard the truth, they stopped doing the singing, and services were beautiful after that. So what I'm saying is, being passive, being supportive and encouraging. What's the other one? Validating. Mm-hmm. Yes, God, it's a joyful noise.
So
it lasted forever.
But why not?
If we would have just told her, "Hey, man, you're horrible. Please don't come back," it would have been over.
Y'all could have brought in a singing coach. Anything.
We tried that. No singing coaches would take the job.
Like
H to the knob.
In church, they said that?
In church.
Okay.
They said they'd rather go to H than to, But actually, no, this person said that even if we brought him instruction, he wouldn't listen.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it was denial right up front because we tried that.
Okay. Okay.
Like, listen to this note on the piano, ding, 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 ding. You're not singing that. I just want to throw that out there. I got plenty of tough love stories that work,
All right, my last pillar is emotional safety.
Huh?
Emotional safety.
See, these aren't tough words or situations. Emotional safety?
Yes. Someone needs to feel like they're in a safe space so they can actually say how they feel and say what's going on so they can get stronger and get over the hurdle.
So you think Rambo wants to feel like he's in a safe space?
Emotionally, yes.
Did you watch Rambo?
I did.
Okay. Do you know what he's made of? Okay. And you want to stick to what you just said?
Yes. He got a lot of emotions going on.
Wow. Oh, we should have had this talk before the wedding.
He went through a lot of emotions in that. There was yelling.
You usually yell when you're killing people, yeah. It kind of come with it. You know what I mean? You got to boost yourself up. Okay.
He didn't have an emotionally safe place to land after it was all said and done.
His bungalow was good for him, with a couple of cigars, and to know that America is safe for another night. That's what he was happy with.
Okay.
That's what all of us soldiers are happy with.
Okay.
Knowing that we can sleep tight. So the people that wants to be validated and easygoing, you have somewhere to rest your head.
Okay.
A lot of toughies are out there,
It's not toughies against softies. We're all one big happy family.
It's not one against the other, but it is different philosophies, and I believe one does get faster results than the other. Okay? Faster results.
False results, though.
How you feel?
It's a false positive.
You think so?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, was that false?
Yes.
How was it false?
He was not happy.
King of Pop?
Yes.
King of Pop.
Yes.
You the king of pop now.
Right.
Okay.
But unhappy.
Okay. You see how we have a backyard?
Yeah.
Okay. It's nothing back there, right? Grass, couple trash cans. You know what's in Michael Jackson's backyard? Guess. Just guess.
Yeah, probably the
A
whole
zoo.
neighborhood. Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it's just soft people need somewhere to live to, I guess. Have you ever put boot to pants with a child? Ever? Foot to hide or whatever.
No,
they
I
call
take
it.
things away. They go in corners.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does it usually last years before you see the result of that, or?
No. I just feel like kids give you the same respect you give them. If you love them, they love you.
No. They waiting to walk over you. They waiting for a little weakness, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, too much soft love, soft care does not ruin a person, so to speak.
I think it can, just like too much discipline can hurt a child, too much soft support can too.
What happens if you overly discipline a child? I mean, would it become president of the United States?
No.
Well, definitely not now. You know, that example could have worked about, 2 presidents ago. But I just don't know. There's no room for...
2 presidents ago was the same president.
No, it wasn't. It was Biden.
Oh, that was one.
When you gotta have a standard. You gotta have an ultimatum, because support without demands is basically enabling. It's a thin line between soft support and enabling. I don't know. You got a roommate. They come home when they've been out doing illicit drugs and all this type of stuff. Is that time for soft support or tough love? Soft support, oh, okay, we'll get you into rehab Monday and everything will work out. Or if you smoke that again, you out in the street.
Yeah, but I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Neither one of those situations is how I would handle it. I probably would remove myself from the situation.
It's your house.
Yeah, it
You're
doesn't
renting
matter.
rooms. You're the landlord in this
Yeah.
house.
No.
You know what?
There will be rules in place before somebody could rent a room.
Okay.
And if the rules are broken, then the person has to go.
But are you going to put them out? That's the question.
No, I'm not. The police are.
If there's no
Yes.
crime committed,
Yeah, if the rules are broken, you have to go.
but how are you going to get them to go?
I just told you. The police will get
What's
them
the
to go.
soft approach of putting someone out of the house?
By following the protocol. Here's your 30-day notice. If they don't leave in 30 days, then the police will help them leave.
Okay. Tough love, you going out tonight. You going out this evening.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Ask for forgiveness. I tell you, it's all kinds of scenarios where you beat around the bush, you hope they get the hint, and then days, weeks, months later, you're like, I should have just told them. You know what I mean? I should have just said something. Like toxic relationships, friends with toxic relationships. And your friend's significant other is a bad person, bad seed, to say the least. You know what I mean? Do you hint around? Because you don't want to offend? Or you just go, hey, look, this person's a joke. You need to get away from him.
I think I just leave little pamphlets around, or this is what this means. Like, these guidelines mean this person is toxic, without saying the person is toxic.
Just say it. Come on, say it. Say it. Get it off your chest. Say it. I personally think the tough love people make the world spin a little faster. You know what I mean?
Still spinning at the same rate. Ain't no breaking to you.
and the soft on crime folks is like a parking brake. That's on. You know what I mean? You just keep your stuff. Well, not so fast. That's how I feel. But respectively, I respect your opinion.
Do you though?
I have to. I'll put it this way. I will tolerate it. Is that what it is? I will
That's what
tolerate.
I think that's more like it.
Tolerate this space in the universe
Mm-hmm.
of participation trophies and softness and letting people slide and all that type of stuff. Okay. I got to go. When the kid gets suspended from school, what happens next?
What do you mean what happens next?
What happens next?
They get their iPad taken and phone taken?
I got my butt toe out the frame. I was running around the house. Never did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Never did it again. Okay. How many times have you had to take an iPad and give it back and take it and give it back and take it and give it back?
So, I don't know what kind of children you've been around.
The same ones you have, but go ahead.
I don't know. I think we just look at things in general different because what you might feel like is a harsh crime, I might look at like, they'll never do that again.
Such as?
I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Like taking all the chicken out the chicken and rice? That's a crime. It should have been punished. But you let that slide.
That's not a crime.
That's a crime.
Some kids don't like rice.
It's called chicken and rice.
And then the other kids that like rice eat the rice, so it always balances out.
See, I don't know where you get these kids from. It goes together. It's a package deal. Pop used to say, if you can't eat it all, don't eat none.
And then I have two daughters that one likes cake and one likes icing. So one would just take the icing and the other one would eat the cake. It worked out fine. Everything was great.
So they're the next generation of soft on crime folks. They're being
Maybe.
taught. They're being taught. Well, did you get it all out? Did you get it all off your chest?
I mean, I didn't have anything to get off my chest, but yeah. Hopefully you understand the soft side of things a little more.
I don't. This is probably one we're going to have another episode on, later on down the line.
It's not really about that, being soft on crime. It's just about being compassionate and understanding what somebody else is going through.
She told me, didn't she? Well, that's a good way to end it. I'll let her win this one. You know what I mean?
It's not about winning and losing.
It is. It's really, literally versus in the sign right there. You created.
You're a winner, honey.
First of all. Okay. I'm tough. I can take it. Okay. But thank you all for joining us. Any ideas that you might want to see on the show or hear us talk about, just email them in, and we'll get it right on the show. Because like always,
Be gentle.
it's mental.